Lately, I've had this thought go through my mind over and over again. Can a person with dementia be grounded? Before I start the challenge, I want to lay down some rules. First, I must begin on a new save file. Second, I must start the game on a new save file. First, I have to make sure I play on a new save file. Lastly, while I was creating the rules, a new challenge idea came to me. Is it possible to be grounded with dementia? This challenge idea seems a lot more interesting, so I think I'll do this one. Luckily for me, this challenge is pretty straightforward, so I'll only include one rule. I have to start on a new save file. When loading in, my game must have glitched out because I already had a ton of stuff in my inventory. Usually I would restart in these situations, but I noticed that I can make something I've never seen before, an axe. I even had all the resources I would need to craft it. Having this head start would be crucial in order to complete the challenge of the run. And I know what you're thinking. Why haven't you told us what challenge you're doing? The reason I didn't want to tell you is because it might just blow your mind. But here goes nothing. Is it possible to be grounded under the effects of dementia? I apologize for all the explosions that just went off after reading that sentence, but now you should have a good idea of what I'm doing, so let's continue the run. Looking around at what I should do first, I notice a huge tree in the distance, so I decide to run towards it. Before I got to the tree, I found the very first creature of the run. It was just a weevil, so nothing too special. Then, when I got to the tree, I found the very first creature of the run. I was deciding if I should fight it or not, but it was really big, so I chose not to. Next to the ladybug was an acorn. Acorns can be used for many different crafting recipes, so I knew I should collect as many as I can find. While doing some more exploration, I came across some acorns. If you didn't know, acorns can be used in lots of crafting recipes, so I made sure to collect them all. Turning a corner, I came across some purple mist, so I knew that's where I needed to go. However, before I went in, I came across the very first creature of the run. It was an ant, so I knew I could kill it without any problems. Inside the building, I came across a resource analyzer, which, as the name suggests, can analyze resources. I did my very first analyzing, which unlocked some crafting recipes that will become helpful in the future. Further into my exploration, I found a robot on the ground. He seemed to be in need of assistance, so I made sure to help him up. I also collected my very first raw science, which gave me 500 raw science. When I turned around, I discovered a random robot just standing there, so I went up to talk to him. During the conversation, he mentioned something about memory loss, which triggered something deep inside my soul. A burning question ignited like an ember in the midst of a giant volcano. Can you be grounded with dementia? Dementia is described as deterioration of intellectual faculties, such as memory, concentration, and judgment, resulting from an organic disease or a disorder of the brain. When a person with dementia tries to do any daily task, like cleaning, walking, driving, and playing grounded, it becomes extraordinarily more difficult. And when there's difficulty, there's problems. And when there's problems, there's new opportunities to overcome those problems. That's why, to create more opportunities for myself, I will be completing the following challenge. Is it possible for a person under the effects of dementia to be grounded? Starting the challenge, I saw what I now know as raw science floating in the distance, so I decided to pick it up. After exploring some more, I came across a biometric scanner. I wasn't too sure what it did, but I scanned my hand anyway. It didn't seem to do anything, so I just walked the other way. That's when I came across a biometric scanner. I didn't know what this thing did, but it looked like it could scan my hand. This ended up opening a door, which led me to my first raw science of the game. It gave me 500, which seems like a lot. I ran around some more when I came across some sort of machine that allowed me to spend something known as raw science. I'm not sure what this is or how to get it, so if you know what it is, please leave a comment below. But because I could, I decided to buy something anyway. I looked to my right and opened a door by pressing a big red button. I found some ramp that, when followed, leads you outside next to a giant tree. After running around for a bit, I discovered something that would become a huge help later in this run: the acorn. Acorns give you lots of different resources that can be used in order to craft some pretty cool items, so I made sure to collect these 2 acorns. Running around some more led me to discover the very first creature of the run. It was a ladybug, so pretty special. It was in fact so special that it reminded me of something that's equally as special. That of course being grounded with dementia. I should probably do a video on that one day, but for now, I should finish the current challenge. Suddenly, I got a notification to build a lean-to, so I decided that I'd build it on top of this log. However, I would need to find a way to get up there. I went to place some grass walls, but I needed some grass planks in order to build them. I wasn't too sure how to get these grass planks, but maybe I could get some if I chop down some grass. But in order to do that, I would need something like an axe. I checked what I would need in order to craft one when I realized I somehow already had everything I needed. Now, I know you might be thinking that I cheated these in, but I swear on my mama's life that I didn't, because I am not a cheater. Anyway, after crafting the axe, I chopped down some grass. I was picking up the grass when all of a sudden, the first 2 creatures of the run appeared. I was sure to make quick work of them. I wasn't too sure what to do with these grass planks, but while walking around, I found some random grass walls that I had the perfect amount of planks to build. Jumping on top of the log, I decided that this is a nice spot to end the video, so I stopped the recording there. But before you click off the video, I want to talk about something serious for a moment. For as long as I can remember, I've had this weight hanging down on my shoulders that's been preventing me from becoming the best me I can be. However, I think it's time that I should tell you all. Alright, here we go. Can't believe I'm doing this. I'm actually gonna be beating grounded with dementia.